Welcome to Living Fuel TV. This is Craichy with very special guest, Kyle Craichy. Kyle, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're on the show for a very important reason.
I am.
You are. So Kyle did an intensive internship at Living Fuel right out of high school. It's a 2-year program where it's an intensive entrepreneurial internship. And towards the end of that, you came to me and said, hey, Papa, I really want to do something substantial on my own. I always want to be involved in Living Fuel, but I want to do something substantial. And we talked about, well, what could this
Absolutely.
be? And I said, it needs to be something where you solve a problem that someone else hasn't solved or solved it well. And so you need to solve it in a really substantial way, and that will result in a business opportunity. And so we talked about what that might be, and we looked at your skin. I looked at your skin, and I said, Kyle, your acne, you got terrible acne on your back, on your face. Why don't you solve that problem?
Well, I know firsthand what it's like to have terrible acne. I remember ever since in high school, I would be playing football, and at the end of the game or practice, I would go into the stall of the bathroom in order to change, just because I didn't want to take my shirt off in front of everyone else in the locker room. I would go to birthday parties, and it was on the beach, and I went down in my street clothes because I was late anyway. It doesn't really matter, I'll just throw the football and stuff in this. And then at the end, when everyone went in the water, I just left my clothes on and jumped in under the guise of, hey, I don't want to go up and get changed in my swimsuit all the way up to the hotel or the condo or whatever. So I just stayed in there, and really it affects the way you see yourself, because especially in the face, but the back as well, that you don't want to be seen with that exposed skin because you look flawed or you look diseased in your own mind and in other people's as well.
And you said, how do you solve that problem? Because there's multi-billion-dollar companies that haven't been able to solve that problem.
All celebrities, they have them, they write about, I still get the breakouts, I say a lot of them in my book. A lot of celebrities, all of them, they look perfect on the screen, they're not, they're breaking out. They have all the money in the world, they can afford whatever treatment they want to, but they still get them. There's something wrong with that picture, there was no answer.
Yep, well, there is
I
now.
tried them all. Yeah.
So we said, okay, I said to you, you can solve this problem. First, you have to understand the problem in a way, a deep, deep way, and not just accept the surface on what the problem is. And people always say, this is the problem, but oftentimes as you go back to the actual research, you can find the history of it and figure it out. So I said, I have a ton of research in my library, it's right over there, but I haven't studied it very much at all because I don't have the problem. I said, if you want to solve this problem, you need to absorb that research. And you were like, we're so eager to do it. And how much research did you leave my office with?
Well, absorb it I did. I took books and books that are stacked taller than I am. I'm about 6'4" too, so it was quite a lot, and I just devoured it in my
Books,
room.
journals,
hours,
articles.
articles, doctors' journals, everything, and I just made my own notes. Okay, this ingredient. I can see how this happened, and I knew I wanted to go the natural route because I know the harmful effects of drugs. Growing up in Living Fuel, I knew how big of a part health had to do with it, but then again, I had the perfect health because from growing up in this company. So what else is it? I know that health has an effect on it, but what is it? Is it the only one? Obviously not.
Great nutrition.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I found that my testosterone was boosting when I started working out really hard, and I would get bad flare-ups that looked like you even said several times, it looks like it's scarred for life. But thank God that there was an answer out there, and I found it.
Yeah, so how bad a problem? Acne isn't just a skin problem, is it? How bad a problem was that to you growing up?
For me, everything from self-esteem, the skin, and particularly the skin on the face, is how people see you. That's your first impression. And when you have that flawed skin or that diseased skin, that's how you think people see you when they look at you, whether they do or not. But it affects how you see yourself and how other people see you. But people aren't alone in this. 90% of people get it. 80% of people in their teens, other people have it through their 20s, and even into their 30s, 40s, 50s, it's going up there now.
Stress.
Absolutely. So stress would be the biggest cause, and there's many factors that affect the stress, everything from lack of sleep to bad nutrition to working out really hard to just countless things that I'll talk about in my book.
So you had a breakout in the last couple of days.
I did.
And you've resolved that, very shortly because of the techniques that you show in your book. And I'll mention that you do have a book, but so talk about what happens. When do people get flare-ups?
People get flare-ups during periods of hormonal shifts. That's why it's biggest in puberty or women's hormonal cycles. Everything from exam period, you see a lot of kids break out, whether it's in college or high school, that they're just up all night studying, so they have lack of sleep.
Workouts. The
stresses, the working out, that was my biggest thing, is because I really jumped the intensity of my workouts up during that period where I started getting those breakouts. So mainly it's through the hormonal changes, and that can be caused by various stresses, which I'll talk about in my book.
Your book, it's a perfect segue. his book. Kyle wrote a book called Face It, Winning the War on Acne. It's kind of cool too, when you put two books together, you can see the back and the front. And so this is a really masterful work you did here, Kyle.
Thank you very much.
The book is filled with all the research that you did, but in a very understandable way.
Yes.
You have references and so on, so it's great for doctors. It's endorsed by a number of doctors. I'll mention endorsed by Dr. Leonard Smith, Mike Adams, Ty Bollinger, Susie Cohen, Dr. Robert Scott Bell, Tamara Merrier, Adam Miller. These are well-known, very respected practitioners.
Yes.
And you've gotten the attention of the scientific world with your discoveries.
Absolutely. So this right here is my condensed version from what should be stacked taller than me. So this is from everything I read, from the history of it to what works, what doesn't work, everything that I found that I liked and that I didn't like. What worked for me is what's in here. So this is the philosophy behind my products here. So from the day serums to the night serums. But I took all that research and went to the kitchen and was just mixing it, and just through trial and error, and no, this smells bad, this does a weird color, I don't like this, didn't work at all, this I don't know what they were talking about when they wrote about this. Everything that I was doing and putting it together into the final product that I fixed myself with. So I knew right then I wanted to help other people with it.
That's awesome. I think it's really cool because Mom got into some of that early research, and she took some of the product and tried it. She says the best skin products that she's ever tried. So the next products comes out with have to be the anti-aging products, because Mama said.
I gotta keep Mama happy.
Gotta keep Mama happy for sure. So Kyle, congratulations. Your company is LXR Organics,
Yes.
LXR Organics.
Yes, you can go to lxrorganics.com. You'll find the book there, you'll find the products there, and it's really the first step to clearing up your acne.
I'm proud of you, son.
Thank
Great
you so
work.
much.
God bless you. I hope that was helpful to you, because I'm telling you, somebody in your life is dealing with this problem that may not even be saying anything about it, but it's a bigger problem than they think. God bless you, and have a great day.